continuing our health scare experiment series today. That was Christy, who's 8 months pregnant, but terrified she's going to lose her husband, Kirk. So we decided to begin our health scare experiment with a mock emergency. But after being carted off on a stretcher in an ambulance, Kirk had no idea where he was going or who he was about to meet. So take a look at what happened next.
Hey, Kurt.
Oh.
Dr. Heisinger.
Oh.
How does it feel to be only 41 and strapped down in a gurney?
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
I can personally guarantee you that if you don't get your act together, in a very short period of time, you're going to be back strapped in an ambulance on your way to an emergency with a very real disease. I can guarantee it. As part of the health scare experiment, I want to get in Kirk's face, make him realize these unhealthy lifestyles that he's living are putting him at very real risk. Today I'm going to examine Kirk, and we're going to get some basic data on him. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, step forward, please.
Go ahead and touch your hand.
This is going to be a body fat scan.
All right.
You're going to bite the wings from the mouthpiece. Just breathe in. Takes about 5 to 7 minutes.
We do something called a subcutaneous fat. Why don't you open your mouth and say ah.
Ah.
And I see one of the smallest airways that I've ever seen. There's almost no room for air to pass in there. Your blood pressure is high. You've got the most crowded pharynx I've ever seen. It must be just monumental task to get air in and out at night. And your oxygen almost certainly drops substantially, and that's going to affect your energy, that's going to affect your metabolism, that can worsen diabetes. How are you going to lose weight with that sort of energy level?
Probably not.
You've got a syndrome called obstructive sleep apnea. This is a life or death condition. People can have heart failure from it at a very young age and die, and your sister probably died from the same thing that you have, and it's preventable. How would you feel if this whole thing progresses and you get full-fledged diabetes? You want to know what it's going to feel like when we do blood sugars on you 4 times a day?
No.
Let's get a blood sugar on him.
All right. 93.
What do you think your kids would feel like 20 years from now when they're getting married and somebody says your dad had a disease that was preventable, but he elected not to go for the treatment?
They'd feel cheated.
Is that what you want? This is in your control, and the other side of it is kids without a father.
Yeah, there's only one option.
Now I'm gonna let you get dressed, and I've got one more place I want to send you to, the Dialysis Center. I want you to see firsthand some of the complications of diabetes.
Okay.
Dr. Alan Nissenson. I'm a nephrologist, a kidney doctor, and we're here at a dialysis unit. Diabetes and high blood pressure are the 2 most common conditions that affect the kidneys, end up requiring dialysis. I wanted you to meet a few of the patients who had these problems because you're sort of at the beginning of a journey. These people, unfortunately, are at the other end. This is Robert.
Robert, nice to meet you.
All right. I didn't find out I had diabetes until I was like 44. I ignored the warning signs a lot of times by not exercising properly and eating properly because I love to eat. And it got worse and worse and worse. Finally, it took its toll.
Noel, this is Kirk.
Nice to meet you.
It's life-altering. Everything changes. When you say, oh, I'm gonna retire from work and I'm gonna start traveling. Well, you can travel, but guess what? You're in dialysis every other day. I will tell you this is not where you want to end up.
One thing to kind of give you a little real-life experience, we thought it might be helpful to experience what it's like to try and move around the wheelchair, which a lot of these people do. Got some narrow doorways and some tough curves coming here.
What is that?
Hi, guys.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi.
This is yours.
What is that?
I hope it's never mine, son.
It was uncomfortable to see Kirk in a wheelchair. I wasn't expecting that, and I didn't know what to say to the kids. Like, you know, what's going on? Why is Daddy in this thing? I could tell that he was uncomfortable with it too, but it's part of the experience of learning what could happen to you if you don't take care of yourself.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too.